Welcome, everyone, to Mr. and Mrs. Opinion Show. I'm Mr. Opinion, and right next to me, as always, is the famous Mrs. Opinion.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Saturday. And it's a scorcher.
That's right.
It's been very hot and very humid. Yeah. We tried to do a little hike yesterday, and all four of us, because we took our little Frenchies with us.
Humid.
We about died. But anyway, you'll see some of that and one of our shorts.
Yeah, we're going to do a little short.
We're going to do a little short. You'll see that.
Very nice place.
Very nice up in
Grass Valley.
Grass Valley.
Yeah.
Grass Valley.
California. Up in the north.
Nevada.
Next to Nevada City.
Nevada City.
And if you guys don't know where that's at, it's very close to Nevada. Right there next to it. It's up north, probably about an hour north of Sacramento.
Sacramento, yeah. It's not too far.
It's not bad.
There's a lot of places here in Northern California that you can go, like either to like Nevada, and then you could go to the hills, and you can go to the beaches, and you can go to the cities and the outskirts. There's so many places here, and that they have places that you can just kind of walk and do hikes and stuff like that. But anyways,
today's talk is not going to be about that.
It's something crazy.
Very crazy.
Something that this person over here keeps talking about over and over, especially when he sees his friends that are right back there, those Three Stooges, right?
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Sometimes you might see him wear his Bruce Lee shirt.
Yep.
But yeah, so what about them?
Okay, I'm going to tell you about them. But first of all, today's talk is about
time travel.
Do you believe in time traveling? Well, I do. Like you said, I'm always talking about it.
Yeah, whenever he sees someone who's a little bit unusual, thinks out of the box, he's kind of like, I think he's a time traveler.
Yep, I'm telling you. I'm a believer. I'm not sure about you guys out there. I know there's a lot of believers like me, but there's a lot of people that say you guys are cuckoo. But that's okay.
Yeah, time
traveling. You know, when we were researching for this thing here, remember that story that we read about? In 2024, remember the guy that had that house for rent? And he had that shed in the backyard?
Yeah, so he had like a surveillance in the back.
Yeah, all kinds of cameras.
And one day he saw this young guy,
probably
like in his 20s or so.
Early 20s with a backpack,
and he walked into his shed.
Like he knew exactly where to go.
But then he never came out, so he called the police.
Yep, so
the
guy went in.
Never came out.
Yeah, he checked the whole thing, never came out. And
police came.
Yeah, they searched everything, in and inside the shed, outside, the yard, the house. I mean, complete search. Nothing.
Shut the book on that one.
Yeah, they shut the book.
And then,
so nobody ever came out, and this guy that owned the house is like...
And he would check it periodically.
Over and over. He's like, what?
And I don't remember what period span it was for him to, like, something
for the guy to come out?
Yeah.
It was only a couple days.
No, I thought it was longer.
Either way.
Well, anyway,
the camera's still recording every day.
But he was older.
Yeah. Maybe
came out.
70s, maybe
60s,
70s. Wearing glasses. They both wore glasses.
Yeah, he looked very much like
the
kid that walked in
just
there,
older,
but he was just older. Like
the hair and like almost.
Yeah, his
walk,
his mannerism, everything.
And he just walked out.
Yeah, just walked out.
Like in just regular clothes.
So, maybe the thought is that when he went in, so this was in what, 2004? 2020, 24?
Yeah, not even 2 years ago, yeah.
That he might have went back in time.
Yep.
Past.
Stayed there.
Yep. and then like lived out a life
Yeah.
in that time, and at some point,
They were saying maybe the 70s.
and at
something like
some
that,
point came back
Yeah.
as an older gentleman.
Yep. Yep.
But I mean,
They looked for that guy and
they couldn't
nothing.
find- yeah,
Couldn't find. He
so-
just like he disappeared after that.
yeah. So there's some like crazy stuff like that out there.
Yeah, but the question is, do you believe?
I don't know. I don't know. I would like to believe that there could be some chance of time travel, but like for the average person, I mean, like I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. The average person.
Yeah, the average person. I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever seen this. I don't know if it's on Netflix or not, but I think it's it's a date. The movie with
Date. Which one?
it's the movie that we talk about that the guy goes into I think it's a diner or something.
Oh,
a
yeah,
closet.
1949 or something like that. It's a
1924.
series.
It's 1922.
I can't remember the.
Anyway,
It's a great one. See if you can look it up there. I
in the meantime, I mean, you could talk
Yeah,
about
I thought they
something.
were gonna keep on going with that series, but sadly it went away. But earlier you were talking about Bruce Lee, and I am very sure, I'm a believer that he for sure was a time traveler. Let me tell you a little bit about this guy. Just a little bit I have here in my notes. So he was about 5'8", 141 pounds. Think about that for a minute. 141 pounds, 5'8". He was thin but straight muscle, right? He was born 1940, passed away at a young age, at only 33 years old. But while he was alive, he did amazing stuff that nobody even does that stuff today. He can punch 9 times in 1 second.
9 times.
So let's count 1 second. One alligator. 9 punches.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then he can do a side kick that can break a sandbag that was 99 pounds.
99.
He would just
pounds.
kick sideways and boom, break it, rip it. Imagine that. And he's only 141 pounds. He can do over 400 push-ups at one time. 400! Anybody out there that can do 400 push-ups at one time? Let me know. But even more crazy, he can do 200 with 2 fingers.
Wow.
Uh-huh. I've never seen anybody do that. I've been around for a little while. And another thing is, he can hold a barbell, straight bar, over 126 pounds, straight out like this. Pick it up, hold it here, and just go. And just hold it there. And he was 141 pounds.
141 pounds.
And he can bench press over 500 pounds. So you tell me, how was this guy normal? For sure, time traveler.
Well, and then too, plus like the way he ate meat, protein, high protein meat.
Yeah, he shocked himself. All kinds of stuff that nobody did until like
Way later.
way later.
Like we know protein, like we need high protein
Yeah.
to build muscle.
Yeah. So that's one of the guys that I
Yeah.
think for sure.
So anyway, I couldn't find it, but
That's okay.
yeah. So, but I mean, there's like so many like good movies out there regarding time travel.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future is like
famous
one
one,
of the
the
best
famous one.
ones. It goes
Almost
back.
everybody's watched it.
Goes back in time and goes into the future.
Into the future.
And then what's people's thoughts? Like, would you rather go back in time, or would you want to
the
go to
future.
the future?
Remember what I asked you? I said, with 80 years, if it was possible to go 80 years into the future or back in history, 80 years from right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would like to go into the future. I'd like to see like
What's the
what this world
possibilities?
turns out to be.
I get it.
I mean, I already know just because of history
History.
books and stuff like that, like what the history is.
Especially only 80 years, yeah.
I would like to see what the future's like.
What it holds.
Okay. So yeah, I would rather go into the future than
Yeah.
into the past because I already know what's going to happen. And now, I'd like to see what's going to happen in the future. I think this AI, I think the world is going to be, I don't know, maybe it might be ran by
AI?
robots.
Robots? Maybe.
Robots. And they're saying, well, the people that have gone into the future
Supposedly.
and come back,
Allegedly, yeah.
like 30, 76, something like
Imagine that,
that.
3076.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That, we're all just living simple because we're taken care of. Like, we don't have to think anymore because it tells us what to do and
Maybe no jobs, huh?
maybe no jobs. I don't know.
We just have free stores?
Maybe,
Possibilities.
Maybe.
That'd be amazing to go 80 years into the future.
Yeah.
But would you stay there if you could, if you liked it, or would you come back?
I don't know. I would have to see, like, if I were, let's see, like if I were to go by myself, like somehow I found some portal and I leaped through. That's the thing. Unless you have like a time machine that puts out like the time,
Right.
you don't know where
Right,
you're
right,
going to
right,
end
right,
up.
right.
So if I find a black hole somewhere and it sucks me in and it takes me wherever, and then let's say I do go to the future. Let's say I go like 100 years into the future. I might be stuck there. I'm going to be by myself. I don't know anybody. I mean, is my money going to be good? I mean, I might not even have any money on me.
Yeah.
But let's say everybody carries their phone around. Maybe I have my phone,
Maybe.
right? So I go
Are there
into the
phones? I
future.
don't know.
Future, it might not even work,
Right.
right? So there's a lot of different things that would happen. I mean, anything could happen.
Oh, anything.
I mean, you're being
is
taken to a
wild.
place where you don't know. Now, of course, if it takes you to the past, you have your phone. It's not going to work.
Right.
But at least you kind of already
Adjust.
know what's going on, and so you can kind of figure out what year you're in,
Your way through it.
and then kind of go from there. But
I definitely go back in time.
yeah, you would.
Only because, and let us know down in the comments and put everything down there if you guys believe, if you don't believe, you think I'm cuckoo. Is there a lot of believers out there? Do you think Bruce Lee was a time traveler? Or were you a time traveler? Or are you a time traveler? Please tell us. I would really like to know.
Yeah. So there's been like so many different claims. Like, for instance, there's this John Titor, somewhere around 2001.
Ah, not too long ago.
Says he was a soldier from the year 2036, and really that's not
That's
far
not too
from
far,
this
not too far.
time. But he was in 2001, so that's a pretty
35
big.
years,
That's a pretty
yeah.
big gap.
Yeah.
Is it real? Is it a hoax?
Do you believe? I believe. And my opinion is time traveling is not only possible, but it's happening right now somewhere.
And so then there's this other guy. He was arrested. He was arrested in 2003. His name is Andrew Carl Pirin. Anyway, he made about 126 high-risk stock market trades. He turned $800 into $350 million.
Whoa.
And we told the investigators when he got arrested that he was from the future of 2256.
Crazy. And the
Is
only
that
way,
real?
it could be a hoax, it could be fake. Is it real? Of course, if something's real, the government's probably going to try to.
So, like, if
Cover it
you
up.
were from this time, right? And let's say you went back to around the 80s. lot of stuff happened around
Yeah,
the
a lot of
80s
stuff.
and 90s.
Yeah.
What we got computers. There was World Series being won. There was football,
All kinds of stuff happening.
horse racing, all different types of stocks. Bitcoin was starting. Like there's like
.com
all
time,
these
yeah.
things were like starting to happen, right?
Yep.
Would you take the knowledge, go back time like that guy did, and grab your odds of making money? Would you do that?
Most definitely.
Okay.
For sure.
So, like this guy got caught for doing this trade.
Stock trades.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure why,
Oh, maybe
because he did them too fast and he
Maybe-
just won all this money.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to pick all kinds of the right ones with $800 starting out and making all kinds of millions. But you know how that is.
But here's my question. So we had $800. Okay, the money that he had before he came back in 2003 would have looked completely different, because the money that we have now looks different than the money of 1980.
Unless he had that in an account still and was only withdrawing a little bit at a time. I don't know. I'm not.
Okay,
I don't know.
but
Sure.
he went back, so how would that account be even open?
Well, I mean, some of the accounts.
He's from the future, so how could he have an account?
How far in the future you said?
Okay, so
2036?
he came back from 2256,
Oh,
and it was
56.
2003 when he made these bets
Mm.
with $800. How could he have $800? Even if there's a bank involved, how would he have that account from 2256? How? Unless he had a porthole or he had a machine that actually took him to the exact same time
right,
and
back
he
and
opened
forth.
up an account.
Yeah.
But
No, that's true. That's true. Do you guys think, for the most part, for you believers, is it a time machine that's out there? Or is it that other thing that we learned about, a rip?
a rip.
So a rip is, you can be, that one story that we heard about that kid. He was at the lake in Minnesota, and all of a sudden, poof, he's gone.
Yeah, that was like in 1800s.
I can't remember.
1823,
Something like that. Yeah.
and he was only 12.
Yeah.
And
And he came back.
he came back, but he was a little bit
In
older,
his 20s, I think.
like
But
18.
Yes, he looked exactly the same. Same thing.
Yeah.
They asked him, and he couldn't remember stuff, but his friends were around him at the lake, and then he was gone. They thought he drowned, but they searched for him high and low, nothing. So they're saying, we don't know about the right exact science, but they say it's, if you're at the right place at the right time, boom, you rip through time.
So it's rip and not ripple.
Maybe rip is short for ripple.
I don't know, because it says a ripple in space-time are known as gravitational waves. So
Could be.
do you think that's
Could be.
That's
could
it?
be. All I know is you got to be at
it's
the right
fast
place.
moving, moves
at the right time.
objects.
Wouldn't that be crazy if you were standing somewhere or going somewhere, or maybe in your car? Who knows? I know that sounds kind of like Back to the Future, but not really. If you were driving and all of a sudden, pew,
So, okay. So you go back, let's say you go back in time. Is your presence being back in time going to change the future?
I don't think so.
So, okay. So you said that you would go back in time and then
Take advantage.
you would take advantage of your knowledge that you already know what to expect.
Just like Biff in the Back to the Future with,
Yeah,
the almanac.
okay.
But I wouldn't be evil,
but,
though.
Okay, but still, think about it. No one at that time did that. was
Right.
able to like predict like a racehorse or NASCAR or a football game
Or anything.
World Series, anything,
Or
right?
were there undercover time
or
travelers?
or like this guy making all these stock
Stock
market
trades. Yeah.
trades and making money. So okay, so now you've done that, and regardless of what you say, I wouldn't let anybody know who I was, but people would know who you are, and then
Now remember, no internet, so I'm not that popular.
it doesn't matter. People would know
A little bit.
because they would know, there's this guy out there that made all this money. So now, I don't know. I just think it would change things up.
I don't think so.
I think it would.
Okay, so
I think the timeline of life is a certain way, and then I think if someone comes back and
changes.
changes things, I think it alters stuff.
Maybe, but I don't think so because we have
And then what if, let's say you come back in a time where you were born
okay.
and you were, let's say you were like 15.
Okay.
Okay, and you come back as you are right now, okay? And you see yourself
Again.
as a 15-year-old,
Again.
as a 15-year-old,
Yes.
right? Okay, so do you contact that kid? Do you contact yourself?
No, see, I'm older. He's younger. We kind of look the same, but if I put
Well, you definitely don't look the same because you don't have any hair,
That's
and
true.
your 15-year-old
That's true, that's true.
self had hair.
this is very true.
Yeah,
Very true.
yeah. So
But-
you don't really look alike.
But I put on some glasses, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to be creepy, Mr.
Yeah,
Creepy,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I would be maybe some glasses.
You wear a
Maybe-
trench coat.
No, maybe just a hat. And I tell him, hey, I know I'm going to sound crazy, but I just want you to know that in the future, I want you to do a few things, and here they are.
Is that from Back in the Future?
No.
Okay, I saw that. Was that from the Time Traveler's?
Maybe. Because I have the
Time Traveler's wife?
three movies I have here: Back to the Future, Somewhere in Time, and The Lake House.
Oh,
Check
The
those-
Lake House is real. That movie
Great
is
movie.
so good. That's with Keanu Reeves and what's
Is it
her
Charlie
name?
Theron?
No.
not
It's
her?
the girl with dark hair that was married to Jesse James. Jesse James. Sandra Bullock.
yes.
Sandra Bullock.
Great movie.
That's a really good. It's
If
a
you haven't
it's
watched
a
it,
tearjerker. It's
Check it
nice.
out.
It's
Check
a
out
nice movie.
all three of those movies.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something I wish that. I mean, that would be like that's a great romantic
Yeah.
movie if you
Yeah,
think about it.
Yeah.
They meet.
Do you think there's another question about time traveling. Do you think that when you go back and say you live there, let's say you go back to like 1980, you live there for like 10 years and then you come back to the future, do you age?
I don't think so. I think whatever age you are, you stay that age.
But what about the
But
shed
if
guy?
you stay, he stayed.
Oh, he stayed.
I think if you stay
Too long?
too long,
Yeah.
you live a life
Right,
there because
right.
you have to live life, right?
Right.
Because I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you go back. You don't know if you're going to go back. And like I said, unless you have a machine. But if you don't have a machine and you
Yeah.
go into one of those
Zones, rips,
Portals or something.
whatever it is. Yeah.
and you get dropped
Yeah.
somewhere here,
Then what? Yeah.
and then you got to like figure out some way to
Right.
live,
Right.
right? Because you don't expect it.
Hopefully you don't have your ID because they're going to say, wait, what?
Well, I mean, that's when they start looking at your fingerprints. And they could look at your fingerprint.
They could.
I don't see why these people didn't look up their friend. Well, I mean, from 2022, you wouldn't have any fingerprints.
Yeah. Maybe they
But
just
I
start
mean,
now.
but like, let's say you went to a time where you were a person living already. Let's say you already lived until you were like in your early 20s. And when you went back, you were like 65. Good shape, fit 65. Good shape person at 65. And you go back and you do all these things that to make money or whatever it may be. And they check, you get arrested like that guy did.
Yeah.
And they check your fingerprint. You're 20 years old. You're probably going to have had your fingerprint taken because, I know I did.
What do you think they'd do with you?
I don't know.
I think the government would.
They might take me and start doing experiments
Yes,
on
they
me.
would. Yes, they would.
Just like the aliens.
They would probably blame, I don't know what country the United States would blame, your spy or somebody. I don't know.
Well, they would definitely want to know
Military.
where you came from.
Right. What if he told them the truth?
Well, then
They'd
I'm
say,
sure.
throw him, straight jacket, throw him in the crazy house.
Yeah. I don't know. It's very interesting.
It is.
There's just so many theories out there
Yeah.
if time travel is
Possible. Is it not possible?
There's been like pictures of people like in the, I don't know, 1920s with like
possible cell
phones,
phone. Yeah.
with
Mobile phone. Yeah.
or dressed up like someone
Like
from
with
the
a t-shirt.
80s. Yeah,
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
from the 80s.
Yeah.
But are those like real? Are those real pictures?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I could talk about this stuff forever. You know that.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to believe that there is some type of time travel, but yet again, the average person will probably never like experience something like that, unless you think that like maybe your dreams are part of traveling, or sometimes you have that deja vu feeling. Maybe
I have
you have been at that place before, where it's like, man, I feel like I've been here before. And it's the first time you've ever gone there, right?
Yeah.
So there's that, or, maybe you were just born again. Who knows? You reincarnated.
These
Who
talks
knows?
can
I
go.
mean, it's like you could go everywhere with these. But I do think that it's very like possible that some of our people that have produced things in our world might be some type of time traveler.
I say they are.
Like they bring that knowledge. They're so smart when you think about it. I mean, there's just so much they know that they could help us progress faster.
Elon Musk, time traveler?
Maybe.
Or not a time traveler? He is kind of...
And they're all a little weird.
Yeah.
Strange. They're out there. But I mean, then too, maybe you have to be kind of strange to look outside the box get your information out there. But I mean, there's like different theories that you can go all over the place.
Are they billionaires because they have traveled back and forth?
It could be. That could be.
That's one of my theories. But
I don't know.
And again,
who knows?
Who knows is right.
Who knows?
And this talk is such a great talk, but we got to end it somewhere.
Yep. And on that note,
time waits for no one. Not even time travelers.
Yeah.
Dream it, live it, believe.
Bye.